Declare multi-children in sequence. Multi. Children are declared using the commas. Similar with the previous examples, but here multi-children means we need to use the separated comma with more than one children. Look at the examples. Element, parent element, child 1, element 1, child 2, name, and child 3, name. Okay, so use the comma, 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 separate comma, separated, so you can use the declaration of multi-children. These are the multi-children. Children 1 name, children 2 name, children 3 name. Then again we have to define each of the children. What type of elements this one? Children 1, then element content. Children 2, name, element content. Child 3, name, element content. So look at the examples here. Based on this declaration, XML version you declare first, then document type is student, this is the root elements, and then element, the root element is the child element, or the children are ID, surname, and the first name. Okay, then again we have to define ID, what type of ID this one, we call the PC data, surname also PC data, and the first name also PC data. Then is declaration. Once you declare, then you can write the XML code here. Student root element ID, you can put the ID in between the start tag, ending tag, surname, then first name, and then student. Next. To declare optional children. So if you want to declare the optional children, so you can use the question mark operator. Okay. Optional means here 0 or 1 times. 0 or 1 time. Look at the declaration here. Element, parent name, child name, then question mark. This is optional. Then question mark. It might be 0, it might be 1. Then define the children name elements content. Okay. Then XML version, declare the XML declaration first. Then document type, student with the root elements. Then the student birth date, the child element. Then define the birth date PC data. Then you write the XML code, student birth date. Then you put the birth date and then end of the birth date tag. Then at the end of the root tag, student. Next, declare 0 or more children. Okay, so if you want to declare 0 or more children, then you have to use the asterisk operator. That means asterisk operator will use for 0 or more children. So look at this declaration here. Element, parent name, child name, then star, then star. Then you define the child name and the element content. Okay, content the DTD, define the DTD first, declare the DTD first. Element, student, subject, star. It may be 0, star means it may be 0 or more children. It may be 0 or more children. Then you define subject PC data. What type of data this one? First character data. Then in XML code, once you write, then you have to declare the XML version first. Next, document type student, system. Then you have to write the name of the DTD file. Then you define student, root element, subject, English, subject, programming, subject, database. That might be 0 or more. Here is more, 3. Then end of the root tag student. I think this is very easy to understand. Next. Declare 1 or more children. Declare 1 or more children. So if you want to declare 1 or more children, then we use plus operator. You use plus operator. So look at the examples here. Element, parent name, children name plus, child name plus. Then define child name, element content. So look at the example here. XML, declare the XML file as it is. Document type student, element student, subject plus. That means 1 or more children. Then element, subject, PC data. Then finish this declaration. Then you can write the XML code. Student, the root element, then subject, English, then subject tag, finish, then student tag. So look at here, it can be 1 or more. That means if you want to use more, you can also use more. So this is using the plus operator. Next, combination of children. Okay, combination here. A choice between children element type is declared using OR. OR. Okay. So look at this operator, or how we can use the OR operators. This is the combination. Element parent name, child one name, or child two name. Okay, now define again. Child one name, then element content, whatever content this one, then child two name, then element content. So now look at here the example. Content.dtd, we define the definition first. Define the definition first for this XML document. Element student ID or surname, or okay, element ID PC data, element surname PC data. Now inside the XML document, declare the XML first, XML version 1.0, then encoding is the optional. Document type is student systems, then they follow the rules inside the content.dtt. This is the rules or the definition given in the DTD. Now student, okay, ID, put the ID and ID. So the option is OR. Either one you can choose, okay, or you can choose name also. If you want to put the name, then you have to put the name and finish the enter student. Next, element content, empty and any element. Okay, so what is the definition for empty elements? Okay, in case of empty element, the element has no children elements or character data. That means empty elements, there is no children elements or character data. In case of any element, the element contains 0 or more children elements or any declared type as well as text, that means PC data. So you can actually contain 0 or more children in the any elements. So look at the syntax for empty elements. Element name, then we put here empty. Okay, and the syntax for the any elements, element name any. So if you look at the example here, in case of empty element, document type room, this is the root element, then element room box, this is empty. Okay, we declare as empty, so we need to declare here empty, element box empty. So in the XML, then you have to write room box, this is empty, there is no content there, empty box, then root elements finish. But in case of any elements, document type, look at the example, document type room, element room is box, the child element box, we put type is any. So you can use inside the XML document, define room is the root element, and the child element, of course, this is any means you can use any data. This is data will be PC data, parts character data. So the pink box, this is the element of the data, and the end of the box tag, and end of the root tag is room. I think this is also clear to you. I hope you understand this one. Next, mixed element. Mixed content is used to declare elements that contain a mixture of children elements and text PC data. That is mixed up with the children element and also PC data. Okay, look at this. How we can actually represent this one. Element, parent name, PC data, or child one name star. Okay, it might be 0 or many. Star means 0 or many. Okay, look at the example here. XML, we declare the XML first line. Next, document type student, the root element student is description, and then in the description we put the mixed type. Okay, PC data or title or details, then star, it might be 0 or many. Okay, now look at the XML document here, XML declaration, student, root, description, sub, then we put, you see, Muthu like to reach, this is a description is end here, Okay, so in between this is called the mixed. This is the mixed. Okay, this is the mixed. Title, Java programming, title finish. Using, again start here, using software called, then we put the details, NetBeans, detail finish, description, and at the end, the student finish. So you look at here, student, start student, then we put the description, then we put the description. There is no ending for description immediately here. This is mixed up because we want to continue with other child. Child is title, then we put the title, then using called, again we put the child, NetBeans, and then details. Details is NetBeans, details end tag finish, and then we finish the end tag of description. Then at the end, we finish the root end tag student. Next, DTD cardinality. So what is mean by cardinality? Cardinality means how many times you can use the elements. How many times you can use the elements. That is we call the DTD cardinality. Okay. Look at here. If we use the none, that means element must appear once or only once. If we put none, that means element must appear once or only once. If we put question mark, empty element may appear either once or not at all. If you question mark, once or not at all. If we put the plus, that means element may appear either one or more times. One or more times for the plus. If you put the star marks, that means asterisk, element may appear either zero or more times. Zero or more times. So this is we call the how many times it can be appear elements. Next, attribute declaration. In case of attribute declaration, there are additional information associated with an element type. They are intended for interpretation by an applications. So if you want the attribute defined, so you need to use the keyword ATTLIST. This is the list of attributes. ATTLIST means list of attributes. Element name, then you have to put the attribute name, then you have to put the attribute type. If this is default value, then you have to put the default value. Okay, element attribute name, like if you want to put the element attribute name, then you have to use the quotation mark, attribute value within the quotation mark.